What's up, everybody? We are back here on Haddonfield and Beyond, and back with another show, share, and slash for everyone. So this edition, I guess I'll call it, is a little bit inspired by another video that I recently saw. I definitely want to give credit where it's due. Over to Christian on Planet CHH. He does a lot of thrifting and like older release finds and DVD finds and things of that nature. So that kind of inspired me to go dig in the vault, as I like to call it, and do an older a DVD release, something we haven't seen in a long time. Was something that he recently found that I remembered I had in my collection. I did upgrade to Blu-ray eventually, and I am waiting on a 4K release. This is something that me and Sean have talked about, a number of times. So let's just dive right into it. I'm going to start with the Blu-ray first, and we are talking 7. So let's get into 7 tonight. This is a really good Blu-ray release. However, what I'm going to dive into is something more, I guess, by today's standards would be in like the vintage era. So we're going to stick this to the side and let's dive into New Line's previous Platinum Series DVD set, kind of a box set of 7 from back in the day. This is my original copy that I bought. I forget the year, late 90s, I think, maybe around 98, 99, could be a little later. But this release right here, fantastic. And his video kind of made a good point in the fact that I would love to see New Line come back and do releases like this strictly for like 4K. I think they should bring this style of packaging and all of the included features and all back and start doing 4K special edition releases just like this here. So the outer box, we'll just jump right in. Fairly basic, but let's bring that in. That gives you all of, your special features, a couple of shots. Not much there. But this is a 2-disc release. I'm looking for the year. I'm not seeing a year on here. So we will come back to that if I can find it. But what I love about this release is when you remove the outer slipcover, you do get a John Doe style notebook for the packaging. I think this was an awesome idea. I was super happy to see this when I finally bought this release and cracked it open. Let's set our outer slip box to the side. Showed front and back. It is a notebook style. And then we get inside and you get right in the beginning. This, I'm going to go in detail a little bit. It breaks down what's on both discs, but it starts out here with like the stars of the movie and then the story and then the picture, the sound. They did a specific sound for the at-home release. So when people were watching this at home on their home theaters, they could go ahead and get like a very high quality sound experience. Then they go into some DVD-ROM content. At the bottom here is just technical stuff, the 16:9 presentation, your different languages, the 5.1 Dolby sound, and another ones for discrete. So I guess that was a lower level mix. And then disc 2. Disc 2 jumps into all the special features. So all of these were ported over on the Blu-ray, and I imagine that they'll be on the 4K. And then we get inside of here, and you just get this wide, if I can get it in the shot, you just get this huge presentation of all of the stuff that's included in this release. Like I said, this is back in the 90s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. But this is one of my favorite releases that has come out for 7. And that's probably going to be until we get the 4K release this year. I am waiting on a couple of those. They're coming from, I believe I got one from Diabolic and another from Amazon UK. So I'm going to pop the disc out here and we're going to come back inside the case because there's just too much good artwork to go over inside the case. So it basically kind of looks like what would be maybe case file artwork and things of that nature. Just all kinds of just great stuff. And it makes me wonder what made the New Line get away from doing stuff like this. This was just such a jam-packed like collector style release, and this is on a DVD. They did this as a part of like their the Platinum series. So they did this similar with the Nightmare box set that I showed off. Um, and they also did Texas Chainsaw '03, which I do have. So I may do another one of these, covering the final piece of the New Line Platinum series that I have, and that'll cover. Those are like the main three that I can remember. So we'll get everything back in the box, but let's go over our special features. So on the second disc here, I believe the Blu-ray is all one disc, so they were able to fit all this stuff on a single Blu-ray. But your second disc here is your deleted scenes and extended takes. You've got an alternate ending with an animated storyboard. So that was pretty cool. I remember watching that. You get to see the storyboards and hear the audio with kind of how that scene played out. So that was a fun one to watch. Then we have exploration of the opening title sequence from multiple video angles with various audio mixes and 2 commentary tracks. That's another thing that's on here. There's about 4 different commentaries. So they and each one is different. I think one is about the movie, one is about the sound they did for At Home, and the other ones are slipping my mind at the moment, but they're on here as well. Then we have multiple animated galleries featuring production designs and stills. It's a little hard to see. Crime scene photos used in the film, John Doe's notebooks, some photos, and more. Then there's also the original theatrical trailer and a press kit, and then more DVD-ROM features. So, pretty packed release for a DVD. And like I said, this is old. This is from back in the day. Um, Seeing Christian's video over on Planet CHH, kind of jogged my memory. I remember that I had this, and I wanted to cover it in a little more detail. He went over some good stuff with his video and showcased this pretty well. But then I figured, why not jump on here and let's go through this on my end. So I'm actually awaiting this 4K. Like I said, the Blu-ray has all of this stuff included on that Blu-ray release, and I imagine that the 4K is going to have just as much, if not more. I do have the What's in the Box edition coming in, so I'm hoping to get those before the end of the year. We'll see. The release date kind of has been jumped around and pushed back, and we don't really know when that's coming. I just know I have 2 ordered, so I will come back. We'll do 7. Whenever I do get that, I'll unbox the entire What's in the Box edition here on a show share and slash for everybody. So just to wrap things up and hit this one more time, this is the late 90s New Line Platinum Edition series DVD release of 7 from back in the 90s. Very happy to have this, and especially if you guys noticed in the condition I have this in. This thing has sat on shelves for years for me, and it's there's not a mark on it, so I couldn't be happier with the condition that I still have this in. So that's gonna wrap me up for this edition of Show
Well,
Share
actually,
Slash.
I'm going to cut you off here for a second.
There it is.
Couldn't go through a whole video of this and not chime in on 7.
Oh yeah.
I actually just stole Jade's phone from her because I'm a little frustrated at the moment because that is not what I thought you were going to be showing.
I
Um,
kind of had a feeling.
uh, well, I knew you were going 7, but
Hmm.
interestingly enough, the Blu-ray that I have is different than yours,
Ah, so
and the
yours
DVD,
is different
yeah,
than that.
yeah, not the same cover at all.
Okay.
And then the DVD that I don't have, but a friend of mine has, it's a collector's edition. I thought for sure you were pulling that out,
Hmm.
and it wasn't that either.
Interesting. Wow.
And I've just Googled it, and within about 60 seconds,
Hmm.
could not find it.
Oh.
Similar, but their DVD is thicker
Mm.
than what you have. So I don't know if it's an import and
Yeah.
or something. But now I'm going to be on a mission to find this thing.
Same.
I seen it many years ago. I'm gonna have to message him and see if I can get a hold of him. But
Yeah.
I've never actually seen the one that you've shown off. But when
Oh, this
googling
one.
it, it seems like yours is the more common one because I couldn't find the other one.
Hmm.
So clearly there's some 7 variants out
Oh
there
yeah.
that I guess people aren't aware of. And Seven's a fantastic movie, man. Like I
Oh,
love it.
absolutely.
Um, it's so high quality that It's not matched by much. And if I had the money for that new 4K set,
Yeah.
I would. It's a doozy, but boy, is it mega expensive.
Yeah, the bigger editions I got, they were pricey. There is one that's slightly lower tier. Comes with basically everything that mine will have, but mine's gonna have like a bunch of kind of extra non necessities. Like they're just throwing in little like props and small stuff. I basically bought it for the box, like the actual box packaging. I just thought having a replica of that would be a pretty cool shelf piece. Excuse me, but they're doing another edition. It's got, I think I haven't seen it in a while, but I think it's like Arrow Video style, or it's similar to the Exorcist set that I showed off like way back months ago, which is actually going to be very reminiscent of the new 40th anniversary Nightmare set that we're getting. So it's got the big uh, double rigid outer box and steelbook inside and posters and cards and all that. They're doing something like that for 704K. So I know that one was a lot less expensive than the versions that I bought. I do have two. I have a feeling for some reason Amazon UK might something might happen with that. So I went ahead and ordered from Diabolic here for me. They're only a state over for me in Jersey, so Diabolic's been pretty good for me. I had to put two orders in to make sure I at least got one. So I may end up with two, and we'll see what happens with the second one if I end up with both of them.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. If anybody else wants to see more show, share, and slash, and something specifically
Yeah,
from Dean's massive collection, please leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of Dean's special edition DVD of Seven. Are you guys and gals out there Seven fans? Do you own any of the Seven physical media? Let us know down below. And if you're getting the new 4K set coming out, let us know down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications to all to keep up to date with all of our future content. But for now, that is going to do it. For Dean, I'm Sean, and we'll see you next time in Haddonfield and beyond.